Hello dear students, myself Miss Vaishali Dekate. Welcome to my channel. I am teaching you subject maths in standard 7th. Today we are going to start chapter number 14. Name of the chapter is Algebraic Formulae Expansion of Squares. We will solve practice set 50. This is part 1 of the video in which we solve question number 1. But before that, subscribe my channel by pressing subscribe at right side to get my recent videos. So children, in the beginning of this chapter, let us learn the expanded form of square of a binomial. The product of algebraic expressions is called their expansion or their expanded form. So when we multiply algebraic expressions, we get their expansion or expansion of those algebraic expressions. There are some formulae which help in writing certain expansions. Let us consider some of them. So let us see some of the formulas here. Activity 1. In the figure alongside, the side of square PQRS is x plus y. See children, when you observe the side of this square PQRS, what we can see, it is x plus y. Correct? X plus y. Everywhere you can see the side is x plus y. X plus y. So side of this square is x plus y. So when we want to find out area of this square, what we have to write? Area of square PQRS will be equal to x plus y square, because area of square formula is side square, and therefore area of square PQRS will be equal to x plus y square. But the square PQRS is divided into 4 rectangles. We can see in the diagram, it is divided into 4 rectangles. Rectangle 1, rectangle 2, rectangle 3 and rectangle 4. In between these 4 rectangles, we can see that in the first rectangle, in rectangle number 1, its side is x. This side will also be x because this is x. So this side will also be x. Because this is x, so this side will also be x. So actually, first one is not rectangle, it is square. Then when you observe the fourth one is also a square, because its one side is y, second side is also y, and this side is opposite. Because it is rectangle, so opposite sides are congruent, we all know. So as this side is y, this side will also be y. This side is y, so this side will also be y. So in this way all 4 sides are y. That is why rectangle number 4 is also a square. So when we want to find out area of square PQRS, what we have to do? We have to add the areas of rectangles 1, 2, 3, 4. So let us see. Area of rectangle PQRS will be equal to area of rectangle 1, area of rectangle 2, area of rectangle 3 plus area of rectangle 4. We have added areas of all 4 rectangles. So area of rectangle PQRS, here we have seen it is equal to x plus y whole square, because it is a square and area of square will be equal to side square. So we have applied that formula for this rectangle, which is x plus y whole square. Now see area of rectangle 1. As I have told you, rectangle 1 is square. So here also we can apply the formula of side square. So side square means x square, we will get x square. When you observe here, it is x square. Now see area of rectangle 2. Rectangle 2, this breadth is y, length is x. So it is rectangle. We have to apply the formula of area of rectangle, length into breadth. So it will be x into y. Similarly, area of rectangle 3 will also be x into y, length into breadth. So area of rectangle 1 is x square, area of rectangle 2 is x into y, length into breadth. Area of rectangle 3 is also x into y, because it is rectangle. That is why length into breadth formula we have to apply. And area of rectangle 4, as rectangle 4 is square, we have to apply the side square formula. It will be y square. So what we will get? X square, y square as it is, but middle 2 terms are similar. They are like terms xy. So we get 2 into xy. So x plus y whole square will be equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. In this way we can get the expansion of this x plus y whole square. X plus y algebraic expression can be expanded. Its square can be written as x square plus 2xy plus y square. Now let us see after multiplying what we will get. Here we have applied the formulas and we have got the answer as x plus y whole square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. Now let us multiply right in the multiplication form. So now let us multiply x plus y square as algebraic expressions. So we get x plus y into x plus y. As it is square, we have to multiply the same algebraic expression by itself. So x plus y into x plus y, we get x into x plus y, that means first term into second bracket plus second term into second bracket again. So in this way we have to multiply the brackets. Then x into x will be x square, x into y is xy. Similarly, y into x is yx plus y into y is y square. So we get x square plus xy plus yx plus y square. So xy and yx are same terms, similar terms, we can add them. So what we will be getting, x square as it is we have written here, xy plus xy will be 2xy and y square is written as y square as it is. So when we multiply x plus y into x plus y, we will get x square plus 2xy plus y square. So when we do simple multiplication also we get same answer, and when we show it by using the formulas like this, again we will get the same answer here. X plus y square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square. Either you apply the formulas of areas of square and rectangle, we can get the same answer, and when we show it by multiplication form, we get the same answer. So expression obtained by squaring the binomial x plus y is equal to the expression obtained by finding the areas of square, and therefore x plus y square is equal to x square plus 2xy plus y square is the formula for the expansion of square of binomial. Now let us learn this second activity. We can again observe this square PQRS in the figure alongside. This square PQRS is made up of 4 rectangles, or we can say it is made up of 2 squares and 2 rectangles. So the side of this full square, big square, is A. Side of this square is A. Okay. Then side of this first square is A minus B. Side of second square is B. Okay. Side of fourth square is B. Then there are these 2 rectangles, rectangle 2 and rectangle 3. So when we add the areas of these 4 rectangles, we will get the area of this bigger square. So let us see, this bigger square is having side A. So area of bigger square will be A square. Here we have written area of bigger square is A square. And this bigger square is formed due to this square, first square, second rectangle, third rectangle and fourth square. So area of square 1 plus area of rectangle 2 plus area of rectangle 3 plus area of square 4 is equal to area of bigger square PQRS. Now let us see how to write it next. A minus B square. Area of this square will be A minus B square because its side is A minus B. Then area of second rectangle is A minus B into B because this side will be A minus B, and this is B and this is B. So this is rectangle, that is why the area formula which we have to apply is length into breadth. So its area will be A minus B into B. Then here also when we apply the area of rectangle for third rectangle, we will get a minus b into b, because this side is a minus b, this side is a minus b, and this side will be b into b. So it is length into breadth. So area of third rectangle will be equal to a minus b into b, and area of fourth square, this fourth square is b because it is a square. So all four sides are b, and that's why area of this square will be b square. So in this way, a minus b whole square plus a minus b into b plus a minus b into b plus b square is equal to a square, area of this bigger square. Now let us solve it. A minus b whole square plus 2ab plus 2b square plus b square. So we get it is equal to a minus b square plus 2ab plus b square is equal to a square. When we transfer all these two terms from left to right, what we will be getting? We will be getting a minus b whole square will be equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So when we apply the formulas of areas of square and rectangle, we get a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Let us see in the product form what we will get. So let us multiply the algebraic expression and obtain the formula. So when we multiply, what we can get? A minus b whole square is equal to a minus b multiplied by a minus b. So it will be equal to first term of first bracket multiplied by second bracket. Minus sign is there, so we have to put minus sign. Second term of first bracket multiplied by second bracket again. So in this way we have to multiply. Then a into a will be a square. A into b is ab. Minus sign is there, we have to put the minus sign. Minus b into a, that is a into b, will be ab, and minus minus becomes plus. B into b is b square. So in this way we get the third step, and in the last step we can add this minus ab will become 2 minus ab minus 2ab, and it will be equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So when we solve it in the multiplication form, we get a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. And when we solve it by using formula also, we will get the same answer. A minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So these two formulas we have seen about the binomials. Which are these two formulas? Two expansion formulae which we have seen are, first one is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, and second formula is a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. So by using these formulas, we will be solving the sums from practice set 50. Now see children, these two expansion formulae can be memorized in this way also. This is the one of the way of memorizing these two formulae, and it is easy to apply this formula to our question. So a plus b whole square can be said at first term plus second term whole square, where a is first term and b is the second term. So a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2 into a into b plus b square can be memorized as first term plus second term whole square is equal to a square, means first term square, our a is first term. So first term square plus 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b means 2 multiplied by first term multiplied by second term, and plus b square means plus second term square. So this formula a plus b whole square can be memorized as first term plus second term whole square will be equal to first term square plus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. Similarly, second formula a minus b whole square equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square can be memorized as first term minus second term whole square, where a is the first term, b is the second term, will be equal to a square means first term square, minus 2 into a into b means minus 2 multiplied by first term multiplied by second term, plus second term square means plus b square. So in this way, these two formulas you can memorize so that it will be easy to apply both the formulas. Let's start part 1, question number 1 of practice set 50. So practice set 50 questions are expand. Whenever expand is there, that means what? We have to use the formula to expand the square of binomial. We can see all the binomials are there in this question. That means two terms are there. We all know binomial means when the expression has two terms, it is known as binomial. So binomial square, whole square, that bracket square means whole square. Binomial whole square is there. That means we have to apply the formulas to solve these sums. So let us see the sums one by one. First sum is 5a plus 6b whole square. We have to expand it. That means what? We have to use the formula. So we write here solution. We can start. In solution also we can start by using formula. You can write expansion formula or only formula by using formula. Now which formula we have to use? As plus sign is there, so we will be using a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, so a plus b, our in the formula a is the first term, b is the second term. So expansion is equal to a square means first term square plus 2ab means 2 multiplied by a multiplied by b. That means what? 2 into first term multiplied by second term and plus second term square. So let us apply the formula. (5a plus 6b square is equal to). Now see children, in formula only a is there, but in our question 5a is the first term. So in place of a square, what we have to write? We have to write 5a square. As with variable there is number, coefficient is also there. So we will write a bracket and then we will write the square. Okay, we will put the bracket and then we write the square. That means first term square. First term is 5a, so 5a square plus 2 into a into b. That means 2 multiplied by a. A means first term. First term is 5a. This total is the first term 5a multiply by b means second term in the formula. In question second term is 6b, so we should write 6b like this plus b square. B square, b is in our question b is 6b. b means second term, so second term is 6b, so we have to put 6b in the bracket and then write the square. So it will be 6b square. Now we can solve it. 5a square, 5 square is 25, we all know, and a square we cannot find out, so we put square to a. So in this way, square of 5a is 25a square. Square of 5a is 25a square plus. Now we can multiply all these terms. 2 5s are 10, 10 6s are 60. A into b is ab plus last term 6b square, square of 6b. 6 square is 36, we all know, and b square we cannot find out. Square of b we cannot find out, so we write it as b square. So in this way we have to solve the sum in 2 steps only, because after this we cannot solve the sum. Why we cannot solve? Because 3 terms are not like terms, they are not same terms. First term is a square term, second term is ab term, third term is b square term. That means they are not like terms, and not like terms cannot be added or subtracted. So this is our answer. This is the expansion of this 5a plus 6b whole square. Now second sum. A upon 2 plus b upon 3 whole square. Again binomial whole square. Again plus sign is there in between. We will be using same formula. We will start our solution. by using formula. We can say it as identity also. Formula is a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Always remember it as first term plus second term whole square is equal to first term square plus 2 multiplied by first term multiplied by second term plus second term square. Now we are going to apply the formula to our question. Question is a upon 2 plus b upon 3 whole square. Now a upon 2 is our first term. So first term square means a upon 2 square. Okay, because it is in the fraction form, so we will put a bracket and then we will write the square. So a upon 2 whole square plus 2 into a into b, that means 2 into a is a upon 2 into b is b upon 3, that means what, 2 into first term into second term, that means 2 into first term is a upon 2 into second term is b upon 3 plus second term square, second term in question b upon 3, so b upon 3 square. Now we have to solve it. A upon 2 square. Square of a we cannot find out, so we write it as a square, and square of 2 is 4. We all know that. Now see children, here 2 can get cancelled. In numerator we get a into b means ab upon, in denominator 3 is remaining, so we write 3 plus b square we cannot find out, so we write b square as it is, but square of 3 we can find out, so square of 3 is 9. So in this way we can get the answer. All these terms are different terms, they are not like terms, so we cannot add them. Now third sum is 2p minus 3q whole square. I will just shift it. 2p minus 3q whole square. Now see children, minus sign is there. So which formula we are going to apply here? By using formula we will write the same thing. By using formula. Now minus sign is there, so we will use the formula of a minus b whole square, minus sign. Okay, so it will be equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. That means what? First term minus second term whole square is equal to first term square minus 2 multiplied by first term multiplied by second term plus second term square. In this way you can remember it. Now we will write our question. 2p minus 3q whole square is equal to 2p square, first term square, minus 2 into first term into second term plus second term is 3q square. Okay, now next is we have to solve it. 2 square is 4 and p square we cannot find out, so write p square. So square of 2p is 4p square minus 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12. This multiplication we can do it. So it is 12 p q. P and q also we have to write because they are variables here. Plus square of 3q. 3 square we know it is 9 and q square we cannot find out, so we have to write it as q square. So answer is 4p square minus 12pq plus 9q square. Okay. Now let us see the fourth sum. It is x minus 2 upon x whole square. Again we start our solution by using formula. By using formula. So we use the formula of a minus b whole square again because minus sign is there in the question. Then write the expansion a square minus 2ab plus b square. Then we will write our sum. This is x minus 2 upon x whole square. Now first term square. Our first term is x, only variable is there, so we don't require to put in the bracket. We directly write x square minus 2 multiply by a is x, multiply by b is 2 upon x, plus b square, b means 2 upon x, b means second term is 2 upon x whole square. Okay, now solve it. X square we have to write as it is, x getting cancelled, minus sign is there, put the minus sign, 2 2s are 4 we can write here, plus 2 square is 4 and square of x is x square. Now see, all these terms are different terms, we cannot add them or we cannot subtract them, so we have to keep it as it is. This way we are getting the expansion of x minus 2 upon x square. Now next sums. Fifth sum is ax plus by whole square. So ax plus by whole square. Again plus sign is there, so we will be using the formula of a plus b whole square. So solution we start by using the formula. Now again plus sign is there, so we write the formula of a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. So we write ax plus by whole square is equal to, now our first term is ax. Both the variables we have to take. Ax is our first term and by is our second term. So first term square, that means ax square. Two variables are there, we will put in the bracket and then we write the square. Then 2 multiply by first term is ax, multiply by second term is by, plus second term square, second term is by square. Okay, now ax square, square of a is a square, square of x is x square. In this way we have to write. Then 2 into ax into by, so 2ab xy, right in the order of alphabet. Okay, in alphabet a comes first, then b, then x and then y, so we have to write in the order of alphabet. So 2ab xy plus by square, that means b square and y square. All these are variables, so we cannot find their squares, also we cannot multiply them, so we have to write them as it is. So in this way we are getting the answer a square x square plus 2ab xy plus b square y square, and we cannot add them because all are different terms, they are not like terms. Now let us see the sixth sum. 7m minus 4 square. Again we will start our solution by using formula. Minus is there, so we have to use the formula of a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. Now we will put our question 7m minus 4 square. Now first term square, first term is 7m, so 7m square minus 2 multiply by first term multiply by second term is 4, and then plus second term square, second term is 4, so 4 square we can write directly, only single number is there, so we don't require to put it in the bracket. Now 7m square, 7 square is 49 and m square we write it as m square only, so square of 7m is 49m square, minus 2 7s are 14, 14 4s are 56, m is there, so we have to write m also. Say 2 7s are 14, 14 4s are 56, this m, plus 4 square is 16. So in this way we can get the answer. Now let us see remaining two sums from question number 1. sixth sum. No, 6 we have completed. This is 7th one. X plus 1 upon 2 whole square. We write solution by using formula. Now see children, plus is there, so we have to use the formula of a plus b whole square, which will be equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. Now we will write our sum, which is x plus 1 upon 2 whole square. Now our first term is x, second term is 1 upon 2. So first term square means x square. Only single variable is there, we don't put the bracket. Plus 2 multiplied by first term is x, multiplied by second term is 1 upon 2. Plus second term square, second term is 1 upon 2 square. So now this 2 cancelled. X square we cannot do anything. We write x square as it is plus sign. What is remaining here? X into 1 is x plus 1 upon 2 whole square. 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. So it is 1 upon 4. In this way we can get the answer for 7th sum. Now let us write 8th sum. 8th sum is a minus 1 upon a whole square. Again we start our solution by using formula. Minus sign is there, so we will be using the formula of a minus b whole square is equal to a square minus 2ab plus b square. First term square minus 2 into first term into second term plus second term square. So we write our sum a minus 1 upon a whole square. Our first term is a and second term is 1 upon a. So first term square, that means a square, single a is there, we don't require to put the bracket, minus 2 multiply by first term a. Here also in question also first term is a. Multiply by second term b. In our question second term is 1 upon a. Plus b square, that means second term square, 1 upon a square. Fraction is there, so we have to put in the bracket. Now a square as it is, minus sign, this a cancel with this a, 2 ones are 2, plus 1 upon a square. 1 square is 1 and square of a is a square. So in this way you can solve all the sums from question number 1 of practice set 50. Okay.
Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe.